All right, there you go. I think we are live and I'm interviewing my client, Frida. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your name, and what you do.
Frida Williams. I'm a registered nurse by trade, and I rescue animals. I volunteer to do things for the cancer center. Pretty much in a nutshell.
Wow, it's not like you're very busy. You do a lot of things.
Well, I'm in school too, so I have two classes and I work two jobs actually.
Wow, you have a handful of a lot of stuff. Some people are like, oh my God, how do you have time for yourself?
I don't.
So
I don't
let me ask,
really.
yeah, right. Let me ask the question: what was the key learnings or the biggest or meaning takeaway you've got doing joining the 12 weeks private Mindpower breakthrough with Dickens coaching?
Well, I think the biggest thing for me is to not to vociferate around things that constantly keep me up at night or bother me or upset me. I've been able to let that go and learn to um, give it a certain amount of thought and walk away and not let it bother me so much. And it
Good,
defined and I was able to define goals for
good,
my future.
good. And what's important to you about working with a coach? Now that you are about to become a certified coach as well, what is important to you about that? Working with the coach?
I think just to identify the things that you're not aware of.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't
That's
fix it if you don't know it's broke, as they say.
yeah,
So if
that's true.
you just yeah, if you don't understand why you're not getting where you are or why you're upset or why you can't let something go or don't know how to let it go,
Right.
um, you sometimes need help doing that. And I was not able to do that prior to this. I would get upset about things or somebody would say something mean and I would let it bother me for months.
Yeah.
And now I just give it some thought and walk away. It doesn't affect me. I don't stay awake at night. It might bother me for a little bit, but
Yeah.
maybe the day, or by the time I'm home at night, I don't think about it anymore. I don't let it bother me anymore.
Right. Well, that's awesome, man. Because I do remember those weeks where you mentioned these things. You said you tell me stories. Oh my God, this is so good. I was able to do X, Y, and Z. What in particular about our coaching that really helped you, and why was it so effective?
Why was it effective? I don't know. Must have been something you did. You led me down the path, or you showed me the right way.
That's
Um,
right.
so visualization was something I'd not done before, and goal setting was sort of there, but not really. If that makes sense. I never really. I mean, I had goals, but they weren't. I mean, they were defined, but not set up. I guess you could
Right,
say no
right,
timelines and just guesstimates.
right. And as a result of implementing the program, what was the outcome?
Well, she's like 100% better. I I don't, like I said, I don't proliferate. I don't run this stuff around over and over and over. I get, I don't. I mean, I really used to seriously worry about things, people being mean or something that would hurt me, and it would bother me for months, literally, or I would stay awake at night for a couple days, and I just don't do that anymore. And
Right,
goals are defined now, and so the visualization is pretty good. I'm able to do that now by myself, um,
right. Awesome.
through our lessons and our sessions, which
Yeah,
I would have never done before. I would have never known to do that, and it's pretty
right.
effective.
Right. And how has your life changed since achieving this outcome?
Oh, geez, much more carefree. I'm able to. Oh, procrastination was my biggest thing, and we discovered why I procrastinate, which is because I was afraid of failure.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of looking at failure like, well, failure's okay. Being Japanese failure is not really an option. It's not a good thing. It's
Right.
insulting everyone in your whole family. Well, now it's kind of like, well, if you fail, you learn, right? So
Yeah.
failing isn't so bad. You just pick yourself up, dust your butt, and go on. Do it a different
That's right.
way.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, now you have an idea how to handle it. It's okay to fail. To fail
Exactly.
quick and learn from it. Yeah. And what do you think you would be right now if you didn't take any actions and join our
I
program?
I I'd be doing the same thing I was doing 12 weeks ago.
That's right.
No better. Maybe worse, because as I get older, that they say, oh, you mellow with age. That is not true. You don't. Things that bother you way more when you're older than they did when you were younger. And I think it's because, you've gone through so much your whole life and you just somehow forget. You get so busy with life, you forget how to deal with things sometimes.
Right.
And so you just kind of feel lost and wandering a little bit. So I think that that's really helped a lot, that I'm more focused and able to focus, and that I'm not afraid. And a lot of it was for fear of failure. And now I kind of just feel like, oh well, if I fail, well, I fail. I guess it'll be okay. I'll just look at it another way and try to do it a different way, because the first way didn't work.
Right. I agree. Well, one last question I have for you. If there's anyone watching that is on the fence about booking a call or speak to us about joining our program, what's one thing you learned that you want to share with the audience or someone close to
Don't
you?
don't waste time. Do it. You'll feel better.
There you go.
Life
Cool.
life will get easier for you.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I agree. It gets a lot easier once you have a clear path of where you're going, a clear blueprint and stuff and so on. I agree.
Yes. Definition of life is a good thing.
Yeah, cool. Well, thank you for doing this interview with me.